You ever have one of those moments where someone's so impatient, so entitled, that they risk everyone's safety just to save themselves 30 seconds? That happened to me last week. I was sitting there, minding my own business, about to turn into McDonald's, when a woman behind me decided she was too important to wait her turn. She swerved. She cut me off. She nearly caused an accident. And for what? A few seconds shaved off her journey to a quarter-pounder. But fate, and a little bit of my own petty genius, had other plans. Because in less than 5 minutes, I would be watching her face twist in frustration from 3 cars ahead of her in line. If you've ever wanted to see instant payback in its purest, most golden form, you're in the right place. Today's story is a masterclass in petty justice. So if you've ever been cut off in traffic, had someone shove past you in a grocery store, or just wish someone would finally get a taste of their own medicine, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in. Trust me, this one's incredibly satisfying. It's one of those lazy afternoons. I'm cruising down the road, not in a rush, just hungry enough to be excited about McDonald's. You know the feeling. That faint smell of fries in the distance, the mental debate over nuggets versus burger. I pull into the middle turning lane, waiting for a gap in traffic so I can turn left into the lot. Now, here's the thing, I could have gone. There was a tiny break in the stream of oncoming cars. But I'm not the kind of driver who plays chicken at intersections. I wasn't about to pull out and force the other lane to slam their brakes. So I waited, patient, calm, music low. Then, I catch movement in my side mirror. Behind me, there's a white SUV, mid-sized. At first, I figure they'll just wait like any reasonable person. But no. She jerks the wheel right, pulling out from behind me into the regular lane. The speed, the angle, she doesn't even hesitate. She shoots forward, cutting in front of me and slicing right across oncoming traffic like she's in some fast and furious audition. Horns erupt. One car has to brake hard, tires squealing. Another driver throws their hands up like, "What are you doing?" My jaw tightens. Not because she beat me to McDonald's, but because she made it crystal clear. In her world, my safety, the safety of the people on the road, meant nothing compared to her craving for a Big Mac. I could feel that hot flush creep up my neck. That mix of disbelief and irritation where your brain starts cycling through insults. But none of them feel quite satisfying enough. Part of me wanted to roll down the window and shout something. But another part, the smarter part, told me to just let it go. So I waited for my proper gap in traffic, turned in, and followed behind. McDonald's has 2 drive-thru lanes. She zips into the right lane without hesitation. And here's where the universe smiled at me. Her lane? Slightly longer. Mine? Just a couple cars shorter. Now, normally, you don't switch lanes in a drive-thru just for petty competition. But today was different. I casually slide into the left lane, pretending I don't notice her glancing over in her mirror. I count the cars. Do some quick mental math. If my lane moves even a little faster, game on. I keep my face neutral, but inside I'm a chess grandmaster plotting the next 6 moves. The first car in my lane finishes ordering. My turn. I order fast. No hesitation. Just, "Yeah, I'll take a number 2, large fries, Coke." That's it. No extra sauces. No fiddling with coupons. Efficiency is my weapon. Meanwhile, I can hear her voice from her lane. She's chatting, asking questions, probably customizing half the menu. I pull forward to the payment window, 1 car ahead of her now. By the time I get my food, I'm 3 cars ahead. 3. I'm seconds from leaving the lot while she's still stuck waiting behind a car with a massive order. I can't resist. I slowed down as I approached the exit, spot her through the line of cars, and give a single honk. Not aggressive, just enough to make her look. When she does, I give the friendliest little wave you've ever seen. My car is distinctive, bright, unusual color, and from the way her smile melted into a grimace, I know she recognized me instantly. But it's not grand. It's not cinematic. But that's the beauty of it. This wasn't about ruining her life. It was about letting her sit there, trapped in the exact situation she thought she was too clever to endure. It was about the silent, undeniable message. You risked all that, and you still lost. As I turned out of the lot, fries warming the seat beside me, I couldn't help but laugh. It was the perfect, bite-sized serving of justice. Sometimes, payback doesn't take years. Sometimes, it's not dramatic or public. Sometimes, it's just 3 cars in a McDonald's drive-thru. But man, when it happens that fast, and that perfectly, it tastes just as good as the fries. If that little slice of justice made you smile, smash that like button. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest revenge you've ever gotten away with? I want to hear the stories that made you feel like a secret agent of karma. And of course, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Because if there's one thing we can count on, it's that impatient people will always give us material.